Good morning, everybody. Just gonna try to share this out with some folks. If you could share it out, that would be great. I'd appreciate it. So, sorry. Good morning, good morning. Hey, today is a 40-minute full body yoga flow. It's day 20 of the 30-day Improvers Challenge, and since it's a 40-minute flow, I think I should probably just jump right in. Before I do, for those that are here, if you haven't been here before, I do yoga every morning, Monday through Friday, at 6:30 a.m. on the weekends. On Saturdays, I do yoga at 6 a.m. and on Sundays, I do it at 5:45. This is just a part of my overall health and wellness routine. What I do just to keep myself mentally, spiritually, physically fit, so that I can just have peace and joy in my life and be kind of the best version of myself. So yoga is just one component of what it is that I do as I live my life intentionally every day. I used to be 180 pounds, and I used to be 280 pounds. I lost 140 pounds about 10 years ago. I gained like 40 pounds back. This past year, I was successful in losing about 30, so I've got a little bit more to go. And that's why I kind of do things intentionally each and every day. So I am focused on, my spirituality, being close to God, doing something good for my mind, doing something good for my body every day, making sure that I'm eating right, all those things. I've had struggles, and many, many people do. And so I've had some success in overcoming the challenges that I've had. And I just like to live out loud and kind of share what works for me in hopes that somebody else may be able to benefit from it, or we can just establish a community together where we're all working together just to be the best versions of ourselves and just have a wonderful life. So that's me, Pamela. That's who I am. I've been doing yoga for about 4 years, just as a practitioner. I follow yogis on YouTube that are certified yoga instructors, and I do the practices with the yogis that I actually enjoy working with. Not a certified yoga instructor, just a practitioner. That said, I'm going to jump right in. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody that's here. I do see some familiar faces, so thank you for being here. If you could, if you're watching, hit the likes, hit the shares. I did set some goals for myself on the gifts. Now, obviously, you don't have to, but if you do want to gift, that would be much appreciated as well. That said, I'm going to jump right in. I can't engage in the live while I'm practicing, but if you guys have any comments, anything you want to share, anything you want to ask, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I'll address it after the practice. Just keep those comments respectful is all that I ask. Okay, well, I'm going to jump right in. For those of you that are joining in on the mat, I hope it's good practice for you. As usual, I'm going to start with my handstand, back bend, and handstand before I jump into the practice. Okay, thanks.
30-day yoga challenge. Today we have another recap flow. I will go over some of the peak poses from the previous week so you get an opportunity to revisit them. So today we'll be going back over splits, flamingo pose, and camel. So if you know that you needed some assistance with your binds, with your splits, and with your camel, make sure you've got some props on side. When you're ready, meet me at the top of the mat. So take a moment to settle into your stance. Rock forwards, lifting the heels, bring the weight into the balls of the feet. And then rock back, shift weight into the heels and lift all 10 toes. And spread your toes wide. And one by one, lower the toes down, starting with the pinky toes and then going down from there. Turn your palms to face forwards, relax your shoulders away from your ears. With an inhale, lift your arms up, lift your gaze. As you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to step to plank. Pause for a breath in. And exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Option to lower the knees if needed. Come all the way down to your belly. With an inhale, find cobra. And as you exhale, move back to downward dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale out. And step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, stand tall, lift the gaze. And exhale, bring hands to prayer at heart center. A little quicker now to build heat in the body. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, take cobra or up dog this time. Exhale, down dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, hop, step or jump forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, stand tall, lift the gaze. Exhale, hands to prayer, heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, hop, step or jump forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, arms up, stand tall, lift the gaze. Exhale, bring hands to prayer, heart center. Inhale, chair pose. Shift the weight back through the heels. If you're arching your back, then tuck your tailbone slightly to lengthen the lower back. Sink the hips a little lower, let the heat build. Shift weight into the right foot, step the left foot back. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right, open the arms out into a T shape. Inhale here. Exhale, spin around, open into goddess. Cactus your arms, sink your hips low. Inhale here. Exhale, turn to face the back of your mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist left, open the arms out, twisted high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale. Turn to face forward, step the back foot forwards, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, relax the arms, stand tall. Inhale, chair pose. Sink the weight back through the heels. Make any adjustments you need to. And let the heat build. lunge, inhale. Exhale, twist left, open the arms out. Inhale here. Exhale, open out to goddess, cactus the arms, sink the hips low. Inhale here. Exhale, turn to face the front of your mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist to the right, open the arms wide, twisted high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, turn to face forwards, plant your hands, step to plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a deep breath in. Exhale out. Ripple forwards to plank. And open out to side plank on your right. Option to lower the right knee down if you're modifying. Then lift the left leg, bend the knee. And if your hips are sinking down, pick them up. Look down for balance, step the left foot forwards, come to revolve, side angle. If you lower the knee to modify, lift it back up. Turn your chest open to the left. Inhale here. Exhale, open out the back foot. Sink the hips to the left heel to find Skandasana. Option to use your hands on the mat for support or bring hands to grab heart center. Keeping the hips low as you travel to the back of your mat, coming to Skandasana on the other side. Then turn to face the back of your mat, plant the left hand, reach the right arm up to twist open. Inhale here. And exhale. Getting ready to step into side plank, roll onto the outer edge of your back foot. Pick up the right leg, keep the knee bent. If you're modifying this time, the left knee is down. If your hips are sinking, lift them back up. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, step to plank. Pause. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward dog. Ripple forwards. Find side plank on your left. Bend the right knee. Lift the foot. If you're modifying, left knee is down. Then step the right foot forwards, come to your revolve side angle. Inhale here. As you exhale, open out into Skandasana. This time, reach the right hand out to the right side, left arm reaches up, turn your chest open. Option to stay here, you could work towards wrapping the right arm behind the back, behind the leg, and the left arm behind the back to find a bind. Rolling your shoulders back, broadening your chest here. Release the bind if you're there. Shift to Skandasana on the other side. This time reaching the left arm out to the side, right arm reaches up to open the chest. Option to stay here, or you could wrap the left arm behind the leg, right arm behind the back to find a bind. Again, rolling the shoulders back, broadening the chest. Release the bind, turn to face the front of your mat, plant the right hand. Reach the left arm up, inhale, revolve, side angle. Exhale, step into your side plank, pick up the left foot, bend the knee. If you're modifying, the right knee is down. Inhale here. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale, hold your pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale. Find your back bend of choice. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Pause. Steady your breath here. Inhale, lift the right leg high, open out the hip. And as you exhale, step through to warrior two. Focus the gaze on the front middle finger. Relax the shoulders back and down. With an inhale, flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Left hand could rest on the leg and wrap behind the back. As you exhale, lower the right hand down to the inside of the foot. Reach the left arm up for extended side angle. There's also the option to place the hand on a block, or if you're still feeling restricted, rest the forearm on the thigh. Take the first few breaths here. Option to work towards the bind, reaching the right arm under the leg, left arm behind the back, rolling the shoulders back. Option to hold onto your clothing here to make the bind more accessible. Release the bind if you're there. Look down for balance and turn the back foot to face forwards. And then step to the top of your mat to find forward fold. If you found it easier to place the foot on a block to work into flamingo, then place a block underneath your right foot. Then lift the right heel, bend the knees. You're bringing your thigh close to your belly. And it can also help to turn the chest to the left to help you wrap the right arm around the leg. Left arm comes behind the back. Draw the hands towards one another. It may be that you stay here, or you might work towards lifting the foot, staying low, or perhaps lifting all the way up to stand. Find wherever you are working towards today and pause there. Slowly release, coming out with as much control and care as you came in with. Remove the block that you're standing on and step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, open out the hip. Exhale, step through to warrior two. Focus the gaze on the front middle finger, relax the shoulders. Flip the front palm, inhale to reverse your warrior, resting right hand on the leg or wrapping it behind the back. With your exhale, left hand comes down to the inside of the foot to a block, or perhaps you rest the forearm on the thigh as you reach the right arm up and find extended side angle. Take the first few breaths here. Then option to work into the bind, bringing the left arm under the leg, right arm wraps behind the back. Use your clothing if it helps. Roll the shoulders back, broaden the chest. Release the bind if you're there, turn to face forwards. And step the back foot forwards. Find forward fold. Place a block under the left foot if it helped you last time. Then lift the heel, bend the knee. Try to bring the thigh close to your belly. Turn your chest to the right if it helped you last time so that you can wrap the left arm around the leg. Right arm behind the back. And it may be that you're staying here, or you might work towards lifting the foot, stay low. Or maybe even extending to stand up and find your flamingo pose. Pause wherever you find yourself. Come back to your breath. Then slowly coming out with control. Release the bind, take the block away, and step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing. Pause, take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Then lifting the right leg high, keep the hips square this time. Exhale, step through to low lunge. Lower the back knee down. Sink the hips forwards. And lift your chest, inhale. As you exhale, send the hips back straight in the front leg for a half split and flex the foot. You can always keep a little bend in the knee. Inhale, come back to low lunge, send the hips forwards. Exhale, move to half split. Final time, inhale, come forwards, low lunge. Exhale, come back to half split. And we'll pause here, focus on pressing the front heel down and dragging it back. Good, rebend the front knee. Bring the right hand to catch the back of your ankle and the left hand is staying by your side for support. Shift weight into the front foot as you lift the back leg all the way up to standing splits. Point your toes. Try to extend all the way up through the leg. Slowly lower the back foot down, rebend your front knee, and step to plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, hips stay square. Exhale, step through to low lunge. Pat the back knee if you need. Send your hips forwards. Inhale here. Exhale, send the hips back straight in the front leg. Find half split. Option to keep a slight bend in the knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. One more. Inhale, low lunge. Send the hips forwards. Exhale, half split. Focus on pressing the heel down and dragging it back. Come back to your breath. Good. Rebend the front knee. Bring the left hand to catch the ankle. Use your right hand for support as you shift forwards. Lift the back leg up. Standing splits. Point the toes. Try to extend all the way up through the leg. Slowly lower the back foot down. Rebend the front knee. Step to plank. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Find your back bend of choice. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Pause. Inhale here. And exhale the breath out. Lift the right leg high, keeping the hips square. Inhale. And with your exhale, bring knee to nose, ripple forward, stack shoulders over wrists, and step through to low lunge. Lower the back knee down. Pat the knee if you need. And if you found it helpful to work with blocks, place blocks either side of you. Start by shuffling your foot forward so the foot is in front of the knee. Tuck your back toes here for support. And focusing on square hip alignment, draw the right side back and the left side forward slightly. And focus on even inhales and exhales. Option to stay here, or you could edge the front foot even further forwards and edge the back foot further back, tucking the toes, lifting the knee, staying here. Make any little alignment tweaks you need to with the hips to remain square. And you have the option to stay here, or you could edge the back foot even further down. Slide the front heel forwards, maybe coming down into your split. Option to keep the back toes tucked or untucked, depending on what feels best for you. And slow down your breathing wherever you find yourself. And just pause a moment. To come out, press away from the floor, press through the hands, lift the hips. Slide the legs back into a low lunge position and step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, come through to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, keep the hips square. Exhale, bring knee to nose, ripple forwards. Step shoulders over wrists. And step through to low lunge. Pad the back knee if it helped you last time. Place blocks under your hands if you found them useful. Then start by edging the front foot forward so the foot is ahead of the knee. Tuck your back toes for support. And then focus on this square hip alignment. So we're drawing the left side back and the right side forwards to keep the hips square to the front of the mat. Option to stay here if you'd like to take it further. Edge the back knee further down the mat. Slide the front foot forwards and you can flex the front foot and lift the back knee off the mat. And you might really need to rely on your blocks here for assistance to help balance you. Option to stay here, you could take it further, sliding the feet away to come into your split, either keeping the back toes tucked or untucked, whichever you prefer. Slow down your breathing as we pause here. Good. To come out, lift your hips, slide your feet back into a low lunge, and step to plank. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. This time come all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, relax your arms by your side. Take a moment to steady your breath. And when the breath is steady, lift the legs, arms, and chest to find locust. Option to stay here, option to bend the knees, catch the ankles to find bow. Pressing the feet into the hands to help lift you up. Slowly release. Make a pillow with your forearms, rest your head. Give your hips a little shimmy, side to side. Then press up into tabletop. Keep your hips over your knees. Walk your hands forward, sink your chest down into puppy pose. This could be option number 1. If you'd like to feel more sensation, then tent your hands like you're making teepees with your fingers. And you may find that you can access a little bit more room here. If you'd like to take this further still, keep the hands flat. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, and sink your chest down to come to an extended puppy pose. Lower the knees down if you lifted them and make your way back into tabletop. And sit back on your heels. If you found it helpful to work with blocks for your camel, then make sure that you've got them close by. And start by resting the right hand close to your foot just so that you can take a hold of your ankle. With an inhale, draw the left arm across the chest. Pick up your hips and lift up. Trying to send the hips forwards. Maybe even turning the chest open to the sky. And then slowly lower back down. Sweep the left hand to take hold of the left heel. Inhale, right arm comes in front of the chest. Reach up, lift the hips. Moving into your camel variation. And exhale, lower down. Keep this flowing from side to side, trying to find a rhythm between your movements and your breath. Go one more to each side. And then lower back down. Take a moment to steady your breath. Then place blocks, if you have them, either side your feet. Lift yourself up. Keep your hips over your knees. Start with your hands at your lower back, and there'll be an opportunity to bring the hands down to the blocks in a sec, but you may find that the hands can make their way to the ankles. So lift the chest, think ribs away from hips. As you exhale, start to bend backwards. And take this in stages. You work gradually, just letting the body open up with each breath. If it feels okay, tilt your head back. And you could place the hands on the blocks. Or maybe tuck your toes, catch your ankles. There's also the option to bring hands to prayer. Or maybe you reach your arms overhead and work your camel pose from here. Take the first few breaths here. And if you'd like to take it further, start to lean back. See if you can bring your fingertips to tap the mat, and then lift back up. Take this slow as you come back. Fingertips come to the ground and then lift up. Go one more time. Lift up. And slowly start to come out of your camel. The back may feel a little sensitive, that's okay. Just rest hands on thighs. Close your eyes, take the next few moments to rest. And observe the energy that you just cultivated. Wonderful. Open your eyes, take any blocks out of the way. Then bring your forearms down to the mat, either keeping them parallel or interlacing the fingers so that you can press your hands into the mat, whichever you prefer. Tuck your toes, pick up your hips, and walk the feet forwards to come into dolphin. Press through the forearms, relax your chin to your chest, pause here. Good. Slowly lower down. Come back to a resting, kneeling position. Then I'll give you the option so that you can work on what you want to work on. You could either work on your headstand or your forearm stand, practicing those little hops that we've been doing, keeping the legs straight, or coming into a headstand with the legs in a split position. So for the next few moments, it's yogi's choice. You can decide. could also play around with a split position in your forearm stand. And you could even play around with switching your split, coming through a straddle, to switch the legs around. When you're done, come down and take rest in child's pose, relaxing the arms by the side, letting the shoulders roll away. Good. Come and lie down on your back. Then bend your knees, hug them into your chest, take a gentle rock side to side. If your back is feeling sensitive, you may prefer to keep the knees a little further away from you so that the spine isn't coming quite into so much flexion. Option to take happy baby here, catching hold of the feet. Keep your knees bent, lower your feet down to the mat. Bring the feet together and open the knees wide, coming to Supta Baddha Konasana. Option to place something under the legs for support. Just rest the hands on your belly and start to breathe deeply. If it helps, you can focus on breathing into the space between your hands. Bring your legs together, keep the knees bent. Let your knees knock from side to side, coming into a gentle twist. If you like, you could pause as the knees fall to one side and just hold that twist. And switch to the other side, pausing for a few breaths there. And make your way into Shavasana. Support yourself in any way that you need. And settle in to find these next few moments of stillness. Deepen your breath. Start to move your fingers and toes. Hug your knees into your chest. And roll onto your side. And when you're ready, join me back in a seated position. Support yourself in any way if you need to elevate the hips. And we'll settle in for these next few moments of meditation. So you could sit cross-legged or perhaps stack one foot on top of the other. Rest your hands on your knees and align your head with the base of your spine. And focusing back on the breath. Just observing the breath as it comes in and goes out. Noticing the sensations in the body as you breathe in. And watching what happens as you breathe out. Whenever the mind wanders, just come back to the sensation of the breath. Bring your awareness back to your space. Notice any movement, any sounds. And as you draw your attention back, I invite you to take a moment of reflection to look back on this challenge so far, on everything that you have experienced, overcome, and learned. And hopefully on reflection, you have a lot that you can take away from this last 20 days. When you are ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. I really appreciate you coming on this journey with me, and I look forward to guiding you through the last little bit of the challenge, just 10 more days to go. Thank you again. Take care, and I'll see you next time.